Hola mis queridos, ¿cómo estás mi amor Alicia? Hello my kittens, how are you? My name is Allison and today we are playing Nancy Drew the Shattered Medallion Collector's Edition. And I'm saying Collector's Edition because we really are playing the Collector's Edition. The only way you can get the Collector's Edition is to buy it in the pre-order time. Her Interactive is very picky. Of course, they do this to keep us a little challenged, to keep us have an active mind, keep us on our toes, basically. They're definitely doing that with us on Midnight in Salem. My mind is like all over the place tonight because I've had a long weekend. Basically, a Halloween movie sleepover at my mother's. So much fun. And then the last thing we did was basically swim for probably about an hour or two. And then we went out to eat with my sister and my niece. Anyway, let me tell you what the difference is between Collector's Edition and the regular game, at least when it comes to Nancy Drew. It solely depends if Nancy has a cell phone in the game or not. Fortunately, in the Shattered Medallion, she does have somewhat of a cell phone. I mean, it acts like a cell phone, but the fact is, the story of the plot, we're in a reality TV show. And if you're not familiar with the rules of reality TV show, we're not allowed electronic devices that give us access to the outside world. Well, little does this reality TV show know, Nancy doesn't even use the outside world. She literally secludes herself, shelters herself in whatever area she's in. But hey, so on her cell phone, she gets minigames, phone charms, and sometimes she gets random texts from a certain someone. And usually that certain someone is Ned Nickerson, her boyfriend, or as I like to call it, her romantic friend. A bit of a pet peeve of mine because of the book series of the same name, of course, Nancy Drew. And let me tell you what those mini games are actually before I get into the details of the phone charms and the achievement room. Oh my gosh. As well as this beautiful interface that you see here as the menu. So on the mini games, you get 8. And if I'm correct, in the next game we're going to have 9, which surprises me. In this game, we have 8. Our first game, well, not technically our first game. Before I list off these mini games, I always forget to say it. All these mini games that Her Interactive uses on her cell phone for the bonus edition, they're basically mini games from the previous Nancy Drew games, which is pretty cool. Then you get to have like a nostalgic trip, a memory trip of all her other games. So those 8 mini games are Double Take from Warnings of Waverly Academy, Renograms, which is not just a Nancy Drew minigame, it's also a game out in the real world. It's not just Nancy Drew universe specific. Anywho, Renograms is from Shadow at the Water's Edge, as well as Trail of the Twister. Next up we have Land Rush, that is also from Trail of the Twister. Next is Wires, Alibi and Ashes, Escape, Captive Curse, Aggregation, Deadly Device, Color Block, that is used in Captive Curse as well as Deadly Device. And lastly, our 8th game is Panel, and that is actually from our previous game, The Silent Spy. Oi, and let me take a swig of drink from my beautiful peppermint tea. I love tea, especially when I brew it myself. I actually make my own tea. I have empty tea bags so that I can mix herbs and spices. So good. Fresh mint is easier than dried mint. Or is better tasting than dried mint, I should say. Anyway, there's actually quite a bit of the intro left to talk about. Basically, this interface, by the way, is beautiful. Her Interactive actually started using this in game number 28, Ghost of Thornton Hall. Fortunately, making this interface, they also added 2 new features. And before I tell you these 2 new features, let me show you a couple of things that are pretty cool. For instance, bonus art, I actually found out something when I looked up the Easter eggs as well as achievements for Shattered Medallion. It turns out there are a couple of other things that the bonus edition of Shattered Medallion that the normal game doesn't have. So when it comes to the confessionals that we get to hear in George's medical tent, we get to hear extra confessionals. We also get to see more entries on George's tablet, as well as the concept art of the characters. Definitely interesting, and pretty cool because we get to see what they actually looked like when they were working on them. And by the way, you can only get these when you finish the game. You can't watch the credits and say, got it, done. That cheating does not work. And we are going into the awards room, which I super love, because this is where Her Interactive gets creative. boo freaking yacht. I gotta admit, we've always had achievements when it came to the Nancy Drew games. They just didn't really have like a visible approach to it, I think, until probably game 10. That's as far as my memory goes. I could be wrong. My memory has been terrible lately. But normally the labels on the trophies don't normally change. But as I said, they get creative when it comes to the actual image of the trophies, which I super love. Trivia Tamer is the usual trophy to get at the end of the game. This is actually a normal trophy to get for all games, even the bonus edition. Although there are a couple of bonus edition Easter eggs, which I find sad because that really leaves out for the people who don't have the bonus edition. Bummer for those who want to get the 100% though. Well, here's the phone charm achievement for getting all 7 phone charms, which I think is a rockin'. Usually they have a theme with each Nancy Drew game. This one sort of has one. It's kind of all over the place, but the phone charm symbol, the achievement, is a kayak. You can see that, right? Have we gone to the part where we have to use a kayak? Maybe once. Well, we are about to use it in this video, actually. And I will actually be able to show you. So I am actually going for this achievement throughout the entire game. Spoiler-free achievement. And this actually refers to one of the new features that is included in the interface. And that is the hint system. I will actually show you that once we get into the game, which I am super excited about. I actually played a little bit of the next game, Labyrinth of Lies, to check what the hint system is like, because I couldn't remember what the hint system was like for Labyrinth of Lies. I was remembering a specific hint system, but it wasn't for Labyrinth of Lies. I think it was for something else. Either that, or I was remembering a specific hint system for the Master Detective. That could be it. My memory, jeez. Okay. And the second new feature, which I'm a bit of a fan of, is the fast convo feature. I'm going to turn it on so that I can show you if we do end up having a conversation with someone. 3 more things before we get into the game. 1, every single game has this option of 2 detective levels, Amateur Sleuth and Master Sleuth. It's clear what the differences are. Regular puzzles, hints available, detailed task list with the amateur. Master gets more challenging, no hints, basic task list. In certain games, basic task list means no task list whatsoever. I have checked what the basic task list is for Shattered Medallion, and it basically is just that. It's not as detailed as it is in Amateur Sleuth, and it's just pure and simple. I'm actually kind of looking forward to playing the Master Sleuth on this channel. Because it's such a basic task list, I might actually be able to do a playthrough of it instead of a live stream. I did complain in one of the earlier videos saying that I'm terrible with my memory when playing Master Sleuth games. With those specific games, I'm definitely going to be doing live streams. I will definitely have trouble remembering what I'm doing the next time I play it because there's no task list. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to say is if anything in this video does not look familiar, please check the description box below. There's the previous video as well as the playlist. I recommend the playlist because it will have everything that I've done so far with Nancy Drew the Shattered Medallion. And oh my gosh, let's get into it because I've been talking way too much. Oh, that's right. Okay, so actually before we get into this, I do want to no, we don't need to save because we're still at the beginning. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Timber! So, see this task list here? There's these question marks right beside them. That's the hint system I was referring to. So if you click the question mark, it basically gives you a hint. Yeah, see? It gives you one specific hint, but if you're still stumped, you do have to wait for at least a little bit, and once that's filled up, you can click that, and it goes on and on until it gets to a red box that says, I need a solution. This is basically a cheat system for those who are completely stumped with Amateur Sleuth. I super love this system. I may be smart, but I'm not that smart. Okay, and there's one other hint way. That's not it. There we go. Okay. So there's also a second way of hints where it just gives you one hint total. And sometimes it's vague, sometimes it's actually specific enough, but you basically gotta figure it out yourself. All of the hints that you get, you gotta figure it out yourself. You can't just get spoilers, unlike the actual solution bit that I just told you about. I actually showed you on a different profile, a different saved game, so that I can continue to, no, I don't want to save, so that I can continue to get that spoiler-free achievement. So I'm actually going to go through this task list real quick. I've already talked way too much, but I just want to get through this task list real quick of what we've done so far with the previous video. That way we know what we've done so far.
Still have to do that. Can't check that off. Check.
Okay.
Did that. Check. Did that.
Got it.
That's done.
Got it.
Still have to do that.
Okay. So, you know what? I just realized we do need to get into that Sunny's locker, which we do need the phone reward. But I realized we haven't followed the clues in the waterfall comic, which we definitely need to do now. So, let's actually look at those comics. Yeah, yeah, here it is, the waterfall comic. Did I ever tell you about the charred tree and the woman who spoke without words? Heh. Shh. The Beginner's Guide to Code Breaking, a guide for travelers and their dogs. That great tree was struck by lightning right as it dawned on her. I've got it! And who are you? Oh. Aw, that's cute. That's cool. Alright, so that means we gotta get to... hi. I saw that. Mossburn. Because I think I know where that waterfall is. Whoops, no, not that way. Believe it is.
This looks like the spot from the comic.
Yep.
I should investigate.
Yep. Ooh.
Interesting. Looks like I could open this if I found the right key.
Quite correct. And we are actually not going to click that we completed this, because I will need that for the next video to remind me. Ooh, distraction. 50 points. Okay, we're definitely going to be putting that on the penguin team, because we need to let, I've already forgot her name, Kiri, the woman we do not like, or at least I do not like, to let her know that our alliance is still good. I mean, I could use it to give it to Lena for our next task, but Tawaki. Are you kidding me? We still can't use it? That is weird. Oh, hi, Pacific Run. Stage 3 unlocked. Now, follow the butterflies to find the 5 pieces of the High Tiki hidden underwater. Return the completed figurine to the Tiki turned in. Alrighty. Got it. Oh, you know what? I understand why we can't use it on the other teams, because the comic was specifically for Team Kia. But since we can't use it on Team Kia, we found it ourselves. It has to be on us. Gosh dang it. Okay, well, we're tied with Lena and Patrick, so that's a plus.
I think it's time for me to prove myself.
How so?
Whatever the next challenge is, I'm going to master it.
You sure?
Positive.
Alrighty. Okay, so did you see those arrows, the bright yellows that popped up when they're not talking, it will be a dark yellow actually. That basically means that if you click on the bright yellow arrows, you'll be skipping the dialogue of whoever is talking, whether it be Nancy or the character that she's talking to. It's a beautiful feature to use when you are doing a speed run, or if you just want to get through the gaming portion rather than the story because you're bored as heck and just want to do the gaming portion, or you just want to get to a specific mini game or puzzle in the actual game that you want to get to repeat over and over. I have done that actually with Secret of the Old Clock because I super love the mini golf. Okay, so butterflies. Actually, I think we need to talk to Kiri about that.
All right.
Any breakthroughs in the competition?
Why would I tell you about that?
The spirit of cooperation?
So far, things have been pretty one-sided.
How's this? The password to the hatch is doubtful sound.
Now that is useful. Here, this should help.
Yes, Mari! I don't know how you pronounce that actually. Nice. Tiki! Thank you.
Thanks.
We actually did not hear Nancy say thanks.
I'll let you go.
Later.
Oh, hi, Sunny. I love you, Sunny. Okay, so I'm actually going to turn off the fast combo feature because I know I will definitely make a mistake in clicking on it. Okay, so we are actually going to doubtful sound. And is it turned on yet? No, it's not. Okay, we are using the blue one. Going to detach. What did it? Hi, Bess. This just in. I already gave up. Sorry. Gosh dang it, Bess. I love you, but I don't like it when you give up. Alright, so the password. I love it when the keyboard comes up because you can either use your mouse or your actual keyboard. Doubtful sound. Oh, I forgot. There's no space. There we go. And thankfully no Z was used. My recording software is good. Hi. Hey! Phone charm! Woohoo! How many phone charms do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4. A booyah. So we can actually mark off that one. So we now have turtle. And we do have the needle and thread that we got from Mossburn, I believe. Right? Okay, so we just need 2 more. And those will be at the other 2 locations. Booyah. Alrighty daddy. Oh, what is this? Retractable claw hydraulic recharge. We have a turtle here with turtle information. I can barely read that. What the heck? I will try to zoom in on that, actually. I don't know if it'll work, though. We are already getting to the end of the video. Ooh, fish trivia. Nice! Oh, and there's a wheel on our hand. That means we're going to be using that in the future. Oh, that did not feel good. Okay.
It's about time I got to pilot a sub.
Yeah. Dive rules. Divers must follow safe diving practices. Submarines are single occupancy only. Use the joystick to navigate. The dive lever controls the sub's depth. Subs are programmed to stay within dive boundaries. The retractable claw arm must be pressurized before use, giving the claw enough pressure for 5 uses before needing to be recharged. Save the environment, respect the marine life. Subs are equipped with critical failure. Warning system. If the warning sounds, return immediately to the observatory. Oh, booyah. Okay. Alright. We are seriously getting close to the end of the video.
I need to match that image in order to charge
barely
the
made
claw.
any progress. Except for getting that book. This is actually somewhat easy. We actually learned how to do this in Deadly Device. That was 3 and 4. Alrighty. This is 4. This is 4. Okay, what's this one? 5. And this is 4. Which means this is 5. 5. Yeah. Alright, so this does mean that we have 5 retract. Well, I'm about to show you actually. I do need to pull something up though because I am a freaking overachiever and want to do this in 5 freaking moves. So, cheating mode activated. Really want to do this to make some progress in the video. Dive, dive, dive! Bloop, bloop, bloop. Alrighty, so I am gonna go. These are basically your directional pathways to go. Turn right, or sorry, left, then go up, right, and forward. It's darkest before the dawn. I'm going backwards, and yet I'm made to believe I'm moving forwards. I'm taking my dreams, so I'll be just who I wanna be. Gosh dang it! Well, I'm definitely going to be going back. Alright. I should have saved before doing this. Heyo! Boink! Ba-doo-doo! Ah-da-da-da-da-do. Da-da-da-da-da-do. I'm moving backwards, and yet I'm made to believe moving forwards, and yet I'm chasing my dreams. But I'll be just who I wanna be without you controlling me. I will be seen and be heard, and I will hang on your every word. I'm free. I will break free from this chain. You throw it my way. Oh, come on. I love this freaking song. I will do anything in my power to frick. I gotta go back. Okay. Keep telling myself. Ayo. Alright, so we gotta do that again, basically. And we actually don't have to worry about doing this the next time. And yes, I did say next time. Wait, is this the same thing? Yeah, this is the same thing. Whoops. Tiki. Oh, you know what? I'm betting it's the same thing because I didn't get the 5th one. Alright, so we go this way. Ayo.
That's the last one. Time to head in.
How fast can you paddle? Post the best time in the kayak races for a golden reward. Test the buoys in order. Blue, green, red, yellow, purple, then return to the dock. Yes! Oh my gosh, why do they have to post that now? Oh, but that's actually on our task list. Yes, thank you, Nancy.
All right, I did it.
Did what? Congratulations on retrieving the Hey Tiki. To complete stage 3, correctly label the sheep display and return Jock Stewart to the fishbowl for your next medallion. Oi! Okay. Well, if that's the case, when we come back to Doubtful Sound, we can do the kayak race and then put Jock Stewart back in place. Alright, sweet. So I'm gonna go to the sheep display. Frick the sheep display. Okay. That is my least favorite part of the game because I always have trouble with it. We're going to Mossburn for that.
Nancy, Sunny gave me your quest.
My quest?
Yeah, your extra event that gives us bonus points.
Oh boy.
What is it?
Turtle.
Turtle?
Yeah, turtle.
There has to be more than that.
That's all he said.
Liar.
I don't get it.
Well, I don't get it either. So now it's yours. No tagbacks.
There's got to be more to it than that. Bess?
You've reached the voicemail for Bess Marvin. She has left this conversation due to confusion.
Oh my gosh, poor Bess. Oh my gosh, and I'm out of time. Okay, well,
I need to label the sheep correctly according to their breeds and the farmer name.
so freaking confusing. And if you haven't noticed, there are actual names around the barn. I'm not going to go through that because we are basically out of time. Ah! And I gotta go to sleep. Ah! I already finished my tea. Ah! I'm kind of freaking out. Label the freaking sheep. Kayak. Oh. Alright. We're getting out of here. We're gonna save again so we don't make a mistake. Alright, I am basically gonna beeline out of here because I really want this outro to be short and sweet so that the post-production part is gonna be easy as far as the outro comes. The intro is definitely gonna take a long while to do, considering I read out the mini-games instead of showing it to you in the game, because I'm actually doing B-roll post-production. Yes, finally! I need to start doing B-roll post on Nancy Drew videos, and I have not been doing that. It's hard to do that when Nancy Drew games are basically monotonous. I'm just saying that because there's no like actual action scenes and shots to show. Anywho, I better get going, everyone. I love you all so much, my beautiful kittens and viewers. I hope I helped you at least a little bit in this video. If not, I am not doing my job. And I will talk to you all in the next video, which will be Nancy Drew, The Shattered Medallion, Parts 8. Heck yeah. Oh, and exciting news, before I say the last thing of the video, this Saturday, I am finally having my graduation ceremony! Yes! I'm finally going to finish the actual communication major for Special Olympics Missouri. Finally! I can actually put it in my resume. Oh my gosh, I can actually put up my resume! Alright. I will talk to you all in the next video. And on that note, I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, smash that like button like a kitten would. And if you're just now tuning into this channel, go ahead and click that ugly red subscribe button, make it that beautiful gray, as well as that bell icon right next to it. That will notify you of all the videos that I do, which are on Tuesdays and Thursdays, as well as Sundays, and even Wednesdays, which are late videos, and vlogs, which rarely happen. And I hope you all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. I am Sweet Sprascly Rabbit, saying goodbye. Stay awesome and stay on YouTube! I'm going backwards, and yet I'm made to believe I'm moving forwards. Gosh dang, I love that freaking song.